What is up, everybody? Welcome back to Pathfinder Wrath of the Righteous, episode number 36. With me, GamerKnoob. I definitely knew the name of the game. I wasn't hesitating at all. Let's go see what we can see. Hopefully we can get some more units and battle some of these armies, because they're getting bigger and we're not getting much bigger. I'm just throwing that out there. Alright, let's see. Armies. Canaver. No. I want to recruit the Canavers. Hell Knights. Oh, really? Recruit them? Oh, they're wait, I thought they were, I thought they were that many apiece for a second. I thought I only got one. I was like, wait a gosh darn minute. It's only getting 3? Yeah, okay. So I need diamonds. Oh, I can use my money to buy reasons. I didn't even think I could do that. What's this? And I can... I still don't know what this is for. I didn't even think I could do that, dude. Oh, what if I wanted, like... If I wanted, like... I just want to see how much it would cost! Fine, I'll do the math myself. You want to help me? 51 times 25 is 1,275. 15 times 104 is 1506 plus 1,275 equals 2,835. Buy resources. 2,835. Buy them. All of them. All of them. Yeah, that's right. You gonna try to not let me do what I want to do, huh? Are you? You gonna try to not let me do what I want to do? First off, how dare you try to not let me do what I want to do? Because I'm gonna do what I want to do anytime I want to do. Yeah, that's right. Go meet up with these guys. Swap some dudes around, you know? I kinda want to swap these guys out. Army strength 5. Army strength 4, but we get movement points. Oh, that's just the movement points we have left. I'm gonna give you Hell Knights, yeah. Make you bigger, alright. Okay, cool. Alright. Which means I actually want you to come back in this direction. You got some things to do as well. No. Move along. You're gonna give these guys to her. Other army, please. Success. Okay, very good. Everybody's done what they want to do. Let's go ahead and move forward. Check out the inconspicuous camp. It's very inconspicuous, so it must be fine to look at, right? I'm sure. Sure, everything is fine in here. Nothing will possibly go wrong in an inconspicuous camp. Hi. What are you? Elven notes. Oh, nice. Oh, I'll take that. Hello there, Kranuk. The aged kobold sitting by a small campfire greets you with an amicable gesture. He doesn't reach for his weapons or hiss threateningly at all. All in all, his behavior is highly unusual for one of his kind. His clothes look quite unusual too. Not too many kobolds offer human clothing, nor do they adorn their possessions with spikes or scales. Greetings, my name is Kranuk. I'm all alone here, so you may safely come closer. You speak smoothly without the usual kobold hissing. Moving slightly aside, the kobold points to the carcass of a small animal on a stick resting on a fire. Dinny will be ready soon. Who are you? As I mentioned already, my name is Kranuk, at your service. I am a traveler and a friend of the crusade. I can be your friend too if you are tolerant towards kobolds. Wait. other word, tolerant with shockingly ease, if it's something other than the narrow-minded and savage subterranean beast you expect him to be. Kobolds are infamous for worshipping dragons and despising all of their races, and few of them would ever even understand the concept of tolerance, let alone subscribe to it. Wait, did you just say tolerant? Are you sure you're a kobold? Ah, so you saw through my disguise. Krunuk tried to mislead you with sweet words and then ambush you. Kobold utters a loud hiss, which then morphs into an amused chuckle. Of course I'm a kobold. Trust me, you're not the first to be shocked after hearing me speak and realizing that I'm not going to rob or kill you. I'm lucky. If representatives of other races want to be seen as intellectuals or decent conversationalists, they have to read a lot of books, refine their manners, possess a passing knowledge of classical theater, and douse themselves in fine perfume. Whereas in my case, all I have to do is not lunge at you with a spear or hiss at every other word. Was it you who left me that note? Of course, who else could be? I wanted to make sure you're interested in the information I can provide. Be cooking. Judging by his ears and hind legs, it's a hare. Or maybe it's a tiger, depending on your point of view, I suppose. What do you want from me? I want nothing from you. I'm asking for nothing. I'm simply offering help. I sympathize with your cause, so I would like to provide whatever support I can from time to time. Does that work for you? How exactly can you help me? With advice, mostly. Throughout my life, I've seen a lot, and a piece of timely advice can be extremely valuable, don't you agree? Of course, your advisor is a kobold. The merits are not so obvious, but you're in luck. This kobold right here has extensive knowledge on a variety of materials that you may find useful someday. One more thing I have to offer is this hare after it is cooked. How do you know so much about demons? I've had some experience with them. I don't want to go into the details right now. All I'm saying is that after a rather short and not even hostile encounter with them, I stopped eating meat for several years. What's the catch? No catch. I'm acting for wholly altruistic reasons, but my motives are something I'd rather not reveal. We just met 5 minutes ago. Don't think it's too early to expect complete candor just yet. As I've already told you, I am a friend of the crusade, so you can choose to trust me or you can leave. Thank you. We appreciate your help, yeah. Then we have a deal. You won't regret your decision. Just drop by my camp every now and then so we can have a word. Perhaps I'll give you some useful tips. Pulling out a small knife, the traveler carefully cuts off strips of meat from the roasted hare. He throws one onto his toothy maw while graciously offering you the other. Strange animal for sure, but it seems edible. The energies of the Worldwound mask everything in the illusion. Harmless-looking animals try to eat you for dinner. Dangerous paths appear to straight roads, and sometimes your enemies can look like your friends. If you've ever been in a situation like this, first you think a person is your friend and ally, but then the scales fall from your eyes and you realize they're actually your sworn enemy. So you catch this person, you tie them up, and then you start thinking, how should you treat them now? Like your enemy? Like your former friend? It's hard to decide. What would you do if it was one of your friends who turned out to be a traitor? Are you talking about someone specific? Wow, your question reeks of paranoia. No, I'm not talking about anyone specific, and I'm not implicating anyone. I'm sorry, it seems my jokes have spoiled your sleep for the next few nights. Those who have lost their way must be saved. We need to help them return to the path of righteousness. Did some cleric tell you that? Have you ever seen even one of those who return to the path of righteousness? Stop listening to others and use your head. We're not talking about children here. The decision to collaborate with demons is a little different from yanking on the family's cat's tail. To make such a decision, the person would have to be a truly viable scumbag. Oh, just where do you people get this beautiful naivety from? If you catch a traitor, grab them, shake them till they spill everything they know. Some need to be tortured so they would crack and threaten their family or bribe them with promises of monetary or gold. Bring the traitor dry like a rag mop and think about war, not ethics. At least that's what the smart people write in the books. Guess you're right. Matters most is doing what's best for the cause. Maybe I am right, maybe I'm wrong. I was just sharing my opinion. Then again, if we're discussing traitors, it's fortunate that betrayal is not reserved for mortals alone. Demons stab each other in the back far more frequently. The rumor is that there are at least 2 demon stashes within Dresden full of arms and armor that were stolen by Deskarites and Baphamites, and vice versa. One of them is near the entrance of the fortress, while the other lies by the entrance to the citadel. Where'd you learn that? Gossip, hearsay. The world is an ocean of chatter, and I am quite a skilled fisherman. That is valuable information. Of course it is. I wouldn't waste your time. Hope that when the time comes for you to make a real decision instead of hypothetical ones, your wisdom won't fail you. Just one bad choice can turn a revered leader into a disgraced pariah. Seen it happen before. I lived through something like that. My tribe suffered a disaster caused by just one bad choice. Can you even imagine? I don't like telling the story, but it might be useful for you to know. Perhaps it will serve as a warning. Will you tell me? I was born into the mighty and proud tribe of the Night Ruby. Our caves were vast, our mine shafts were rich in quartz and metals, and our underground lakes were brimming with fish. And of course we had plenty of slaves. The Night Ruby was a model of kobold success. It was tight-knit, greedy, and aggressive tribe that intimidated even a few of the nearby human settlements. But there was a flaw underlying our power. Once long ago, a leader of our tribe signed a pact with his devils, promising them the soul of every tribe member in exchange for help and prosperity. Since then, every new All-Watcher had to agree to the pact, and the power of the tribe grew, as did the number of the lost souls. It was like that until our leader, Ermok, came to power. She was principled and a proud elder who didn't want to bend to the need of hell, so she refused to sign the pact, and all kinds of calamities befell our tribe. The tribe was attacked by its neighbors as the devils instigation. Epidemics broke out, then our slaves rebelled. They came after their former masters in the dead of night. Our clutches of eggs were ravaged, our altars were desecrated, and our warriors were slain in their burrows. The slaves paid us in full for our cruelty and arrogance. They hunted us, chased us down through the caves and mine shafts level by level. When we were finally left alone, we had no idea where we were. All we saw around us was darkness, and lurking in that darkness was bloodthirsty and dangerous predators. I think at this moment is enough of a clue here to stop here. Got suspicions about you. Here we go. I come in friendship, and right away I'm distrusted. Your words are so full of mysterious omissions. What can I say? I'm a kobold of many secrets and contradictions. I can't keep my mouth shut, and the rest of the world at arm's length. That's just not my nature. Nothing to say just yet. I'd like to know more about you. I'm flattered, but what's so special about me? I've never accomplished any feats on the battlefield. I don't know any special crafts. I don't even belong to an exotic species. I don't have the slightest idea what you can find so interesting in me. Remind me who you are? You already know. What did you do? I was a traveling bard, and I can already foresee your next question. How does a bard, who also happens to be a kobold, manage to earn a living? All the civilized races of Aveston know that when you encounter a kobold, the best course of action is to smash its skull, trample it with a horse, and burn the remains, just in case. Well, the prejudice that a civilized people have regarding my kind is quite understandable. Our infamy as robbers and murderers is more than deserved, so just imagine the spectacle in any tavern when an articulate kobold in decent clothes shows up offering to share a story or two for a few coins and a mug of ale. I assure you, no matter how big of a deal you are here, if you drop by any tavern in Doran, all eyes will be on me. I am an exotic oddity. Why'd you decide to come here to the Worldwound? I just don't like it when residents of the lower planes get involved in the lives of mortals. I firmly believe that we don't need any advisors to help us handle our own affairs, and we need overlords even less. You're different from other kobolds. So you were expecting this stupid kobold to praise dragons and boast about his exploits? Well, this give me any opportunities to communicate with beings from other races, so I found a common language with them. No more questions. Question about demons. You mentioned you know a lot about them. My humble knowledge is what's the demon's main weakness? The fact that they are hostages to their own nature, and by their nature demons are just a bunch of mad apes, a grotesque parody of ordinary chaos. You don't need to make a bunch of apes angry, you just give one of them a banana and arm the other with a stick. They'll kill each other without your direct intervention. How do you know so much about demons? Had some experience with them yet. Do you know anything about wounds inflicted by demons that first appear, then disappear, and later reappear again? Do I need to resort to platitudes such as the weirdest tricks can be expected from demons, or can I just skip that part? Never heard of anything like you're describing, but new sorts of nasty stuff appear in the Worldwound every day. However, if we think about it some more, don't you think the wound doesn't cause enough trouble to do something the demons did you on purpose? When you're hit by the magic of the abyss, you know instantly that death is coming your way, and fast. Explain the story of your travels. It's a long one. We've already got this part, but I want to mark it off. We'll talk later. You heard about my unusual powers. Heard you're either extremely lucky or quite the opposite. You survived the massacre in Canavras just to spearhead a new suicide mission. On the other hand, you survived, then and most likely you survive now. Good luck in this noble endeavor. Have to go. Good luck. I believe you'll need it. Huh. Well, nice to meet you, Kranook. My odd kobold ally.
Let's move!
Whatever, I'll take a kobold ally. It's cool with me. No judgment here. Take all the allies we can get. Alright, let's dip. We're done in here. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. Next area. We really can't go through this demon army, so we're probably just gonna have to chill. Yeah, I'm assuming we're just gonna have to sit around and wait, so let's just rest in the camp, I guess. And the reason I'm resting in the camp is so we don't get the corruption, by the way, in case you were curious. Begin resting.
Today was a long day. I can barely stay standing. I'm so tired. And I still have to wash the dishes.
Go get some sleep. Don't worry about the dishes. I'll wash them for you.
Aww, she was just complaining and you're gonna do it? What a nice guy. Oh, we failed the moss pottage. Of course we did. Alright, let's get out of here. Take me out of here. I like that Ninio is now like changed into the Kitsune after you figure it out. It's funny. I actually kind of want to see what happens if you walk into the demon army with your babe. Oh, so you can just walk through them. You don't say. Huh. Crazy.
Running from the law, cutting purses, breaking into other people's houses. Is that really all you want out of life?
Oh, sister, I remember a priest of Iomade asking me the exact same thing when I was about 10 or so, using the exact same words. Do you guys have a script you have to follow or something?
Probably, bud. Never shall I ever get the moss pottage again. Evade! We need Darren. He'll find me. We don't want to enter yet, though. Should definitely move these guys before I did all that stuff. Alright. Demon army, it's time to crush you into oblivion. Oh, you all go first. Okay, that's fine. Oh, apparently I paused the rangers. I did not want to, but apparently I did. Get him. Just help protect. You're chilling. Saving throw failed, oh no! 10 footmen die, 5 footmen die, oh god. Alright, let's see here. Help out a little bit, I guess. Good job, Hell Knights. We're working through them. Slowly but surely. I don't know how high our morale is actually now. Hell Knights are in a bad spot. Good job. Go ahead and keep everybody alive if you can. Nice roll. 21's pretty good. But failing fortitude saves. We'll be fine, just don't die. Ow. We're getting very close. Make sure you stick around, friends. Oh, nice. You get another turn here. Congratulations. Easy peasy. Look at that. Much better when you're not just being attacked constantly. Just gotta protect the archers. Beautiful. I think we get everybody back too. Let's check. 18, 18, 1, 1, 2, 2, 10, 10. Beautiful. Everybody back. Not even close to sad. After driving away the swarms of demonic flies, the Crusaders discovered the remains of an unfortunate group of Medivian knights. Their leader had a baldric with an emblem emblazoned by one of the soldiers, the crest of the infamous fallen knight, Melander Lens. Breastplate +2. Nobody uses this, sorry. What we got? We got something else too, didn't we? This. Commander Linz was one of the most notable controversial figures of the Third Crusade. The debate still rages whether his valiant feats of strength and his willingness to make sacrifices in the name of the Crusade balance out the unholy crime that was exposed at the Purge of the Inquisition. It was revealed that the Malander Linz had been practicing the forbidden dark arts. Shortly after discovery, Linz decided to let the debate about his dubious methods rage on without him. That's a lot. Interesting. Okay. That's the end of that area. You're a 6. I don't want you fighting a 7 quite yet, but you'll be fighting a 7 at one point. I can promise you that. Okay. Crusader Army 3. You little baby army. You little baby army. I mean, Hell Knights are good, but like, to get 9,000? Yeah, we don't even have enough money for that. I still don't know what those are for, so I'm kind of chilling. We're blasting out on high morale and stuff, which is amazing. I really don't know what I'm going to do with you. You're kind of just here. Traveling around. What if I... you in there. Okay. So you guys, we need to go in here and switch out people anyway, but I need to rest as well because I am fatigued. Rest, rest, rest. I don't think I have anything to sell, do I? I guess technically that half. Yeah, I'll sell that for $1,000. Fine by me. Go ahead and rest. Make a scroll of haste. You know, you never know when we might need it.
If people's appearance reflected their inner life, no one would leave the house without a mask, and nobles wouldn't leave without a cloak concealing their entire body.
I wouldn't say your appearance reflects your mind. If that were true, you'd be the size of a mouse.
Oh, that's rude. You guys should be nicer to each other. Alright. So I need to look. So we got... I could probably like equip these people with stuff if I wanted to. Also, this adamantine full plate, like, you don't need that. Just throwing that out there. You know who would like that actually? You know. Oh, is it for? Dang it. I could equip it. I hate that I can equip it, but she can't equip it, dude. That sucks. Yeah, you can have that. You can't do heavy armor? Really? Huh. Weird. My tank can't wear heavy armor. That needs to be rectified. That needs to be rectified. I need to see what all these guys are wearing, honestly. You're a dex and charisma focused person. Yeah. There you go. And what are your skills? Arcana and World. Alright, so I know you'll be replacing our wizard for now. That's fine by me. Let's go. We'll have Darren replace our wizard for now. Sorry, Ninio. Double click on the character's portrait to center the camera on that character. Good tip. Solid tip. No. I rested though. Could I not? Thought I did. I guess it hasn't been like a day. Oh, we failed to sneak past the enemies. Fine. Come at me.
Let's have some fun.
Oh, hi. Oh, this is bad. This is bad.
Make every strike count.
That dude has a lot of armor.
Continue fighting, everyone.
Darren, what can you do? Oh, you're staggered. Of course you are.
Distract them from me.
We won't falter.
Oh. Good hits.
Into the fray!
Yep, we're summoning things.
You've crossed the wrong mongrel.
Darren. Dogs. Monitor lizards. Wolves. They want to play the summon game? Play the summon game with them.
Time to share your treasures.
Strike with all your might.
Don't mind me, just getting crit in the back for 57 damage to instantly kill me. It's okay. Man was held. Man's crit.
Yet another obstacle.
He just hit me for 102. Go home. No. No, 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 no. No. Nuh-uh. Nah. You did not just hit me for 102. There ain't no way. Also, before this guy gets
You crossed the wrong mongrel. Did you see that?
I did. You blasted the heck out of him.
Ride my
Get him,
blade.
Sela.
Cover me, all right?
Oh, good job on the dodges. You don't go to sleep?
Surrender,
I
or
wanted you to go to
else.
sleep, but the game thought otherwise. Oh, he casted haste on the big guy. Oh, is this that all?
You won't survive me.
Lan, I really need you to land some hits
No
there, bud.
glory without risk!
Hello? I have a see invisibility scroll. Scroll of invisibility. But I want to scroll of see invisibility. This one, actually. Thank you.
We won't falter.
Hi there, friend.
Strike with all your might.
Yeah, you saved. Good job. Here you go, Lan. Have some guidance. So I see your summons, and I raise you, being able to see your invisible self. Good talk. Freaking giant minotaur. Screw that. Get out of here. No, I'm gonna get a level up off that giant minotaur. No, we out. We outie. Outie 5,000. Bye. Shallow grave. Oh yeah. Do we have movement points now? No, of course not. We're all tired, or we're getting tired. So we need to take a sleepy. What do you? You can do +2 on that. You're actually a better cook than her. You don't do much here. You don't really camouflage, and you're not really a protective rituals kind of person. So go you do that. You can help. Begin resting. Maybe you'll actually hit the DC.
Your sermons are so annoying. You're gonna preach to the wrong person one day and get a beating for your troubles.
Let them beat me if that's what they want, but wouldn't you protect me?
Wow, Sela, what's wrong with you, girl? Also, yay, we actually made the food this time. Hey, do you have movement now? You do! Fantastic. Let's go. What's this? Oh, he's in here too, I forgot. Hi. You're in my way. If you have 2 enhancement bonuses, yeah, I know. So we got what? We got ghouls, cultist fighters, and cultists. Okay, well. Shoot the ghouls, why not? Oh, nice. Congratulations on murdering him before he gets to move. Chillin'. Everybody's chillin'. All for that cute. I'm glad you got a 4, buddy. Really shows me how powerful you are, honestly. What's this? No, none of that. Good night. Oh, you made it in. Hi there. It'd be a shame if someone were to smite you and come at you. You're just the tank, so I can't really expect you to do too much, right? Poor tank. All I wanted to do was tank people, and now I've got to actually fight, and it's just not fair. Don't worry, you took a few of us that we replenished. It's okay. You tried. Except you need to return to safe locations every now and then, or the missile corruption can weaken or even kill you. Cultists protected their caravan of valuable supplies. To the death, the Crusaders prevailed. It seems like the demon worshippers plundered the treasures from nearby Sikorian ruins. Nice. So this demon army actually might be rough. Let's try it. I want to try it. We're pretty close to their level, so I mean... Imagine imagine if you'd got to go again. How far do you guys move is my question. Oh! Crushing despair. Hey now, it's my turn. It's my turn. It's not fair. So rude. Quit scorching raying my archers. I don't like it. $85, please. $59 is not Two. Oh, we took him out. That's nice. No, you don't get more scorching rays. You're done with your scorching rays. You're done. No more scorching rays. And he's got another scorching ray. You know, the amount of scorching rays you have is too dang high. Just in case you were concerned about that. Nice kill. Get out of my face. You have another one? Of course you do. How many people did I actually lose is the question. 11. Lost 30. Okay, I accept. I accept the small amount of losses, I guess. Because you took over the Sicarian settlement and put the sword to defeating it. Scouts have reported a sinister-looking lair nearby. Oh my, it's a lot of demons, isn't it? It's a lot of demons. To wait till the week goes through, it's a lot of demons. Level up! Plus 2 damage, yes please. Another one for them to fight. Another for the people to fight. Sometimes you just can't save everybody. That's kind of what I found out. Attack, nerd. Oh, they're here. Should probably use this, you know? Since I get it like once per combat. Get off my clerics. Having a bad time, okay? Now we attack before they have a chance. You're surrounded. I call for flank rules, please. Thank you. Might as well use it. Goodbye. Yeah, we figured we kind of had that one in the bag, right? Like, we pretty much had that one. Scari's slaves fought furiously and relentlessly like insects swarming around a flame with any awareness of what they were doing. When the last unit has fallen in battle, the Crusaders could finally take exactly what they'd been fighting for. For 20 years, those old salt wounds have provided local alchemists with the most valuable ingredients. Now they do so again. Material points increased. Alright, nice. Other army. Come along now. Require you to do some scouting. Just in case this makes you wander into an enemy, please don't. It wasn't the goal. Turn around. Yep, see, just in case it makes you wander into an enemy, it's not what I wanted. What happens if you just flee? Yeah, no. Definitely not. That was the autosave, by the way, not the quick save, so do-do-do-do-do-do-do. Definitely don't want to do that. That would be bad. We would lose them all, even though they're not very useful, but that's okay. I don't know the point of having more than one army. Doesn't seem like there is one. I guess you're just chilling. Alright, let's head in. What is this?
Let us be off.
It's like a party.
My not so numerous, but nonetheless dearest guests. About a year ago at my last birthday party, I assured you all that I nurtured a deep-seated hatred for boring people who give protracted speeches in the misplaced belief that their inner thoughts are of any interest to anyone but themselves. Now I am a whole year older and also a full-fledged crusader, an honorable position that requires me to be as dull, pedantic, and vexing as I possibly can. Therefore, a speech it is. The revered cleric Nestrin, my guardian and tutor, often told me that those who live a sinful life may expect to join the abyssal hordes after they die. This is why their path is the most despicable of all. A part of their soul may return to Mendev in the abominable form of a demonic invader. Every time we see a demon, we might as well think about it. What if this wretched creature used to be your great-great-grandfather? What if certain parts of this pointy-tailed beauty used to belong to your pious cousin? They say that the demons represent the sins of the souls they are made of. Succubi emerge out of lustful souls. Vandals turn into Abracandilu. Gluttons become Nabasu. I, for one, am determined to commit as many different sins as possible, so that the distributive mechanism of the abyss breaks when it tries to decide what to do with my soul. You, my dearest guests, will be my assistants in this complicated task. Eat, drink, and indulge yourselves in whatever vices you can. Let nobody leave this house as righteous as they entered it. Live every day like it's your last. After all, nobody knows when that day will arrive, do they?
It's true. They don't. Breaks glass. Nice. Nice effect. Oh, just got more to talk about. How interesting. Did you find anything interesting? Or did you find... Yeah. Nothing really. I just took a note of a few things. Attempted to find out whether anything unusual or mysterious had happened to the Count over the last 10 years. During my conversations with his acquaintances, two people noted that he never speaks of the revered Nestrin, the priest of Iomade who was his guardian tutor, yet he just mentioned Nestrin in his speech, whatever that might mean. He told me to try to find out if anything odd had happened to Daeron over the last 10 years. Some of his servants complained about the strange occurrences in the house, like objects moving by themselves or candles going out. Of course, they could simply have been a figment of their imagination. It is also very well known that the Count often invites various spellcasters to entertainment and encourages them to use their magic in mischievous ways. Practically, the whole of Mendev knows a story about the three drunk wizards and their teleportation race across the roofs of Canabras after a party at the Count's house. What I'm trying to say here is that any fluctuations in residual magic at his house are not surprising at all. There is, however, the matter of the abduction, however. A gang of bandits kidnapped the Count, hoping for a ransom, but the only reward they got was death. Afterwards, the Count told everyone that he had hired the bandits himself as a joke. The other mercenary squad that freed him and executed the bandits was also in his employ. Nobody really wanted to delve too deep into the case after confirming the identities of those wretched cutthroats, but there was one disturbing fact in it all. And I don't mean the Khan's bizarre idea of fun. The mercenaries who supposedly freed him also cut off all the bandits' heads after they had already killed them. Their heads were cut off. You mean the bandits who attacked Darren? Yes, perhaps I wouldn't even have noticed this detail had I not visited Heaven's Edge right after the tragic incident. I remember that we also found several headless bodies, both of guests and demons. We thought they were decapitated during the fight. My companions have been finding severed heads among their belongings recently. Strangely, things like this weren't a problem where Darren joined the party. What? This is an alarming coincidence. Now we have another reason to conduct an investigation. It is crucial we find out what exactly happened to that tragic feast. What do we need to do, Inquisitor? It's the hardest part. I need to dive deep into the past of this place, which requires casting several different spells over some time. It would be very convenient for me if nobody interrupted the process, especially the Count himself. I don't think he remembers my face, but a suspicious stranger casting unknown spells might attract his attention. All in all, what I want you to do is to distract the master of the house. Right now he's playing host to this very place. I'd like to start with. So how do I distract him? I don't know, maybe your companions can assist you somehow, or you can take a look around, perhaps there's something that can help us. I understand. Good luck. Come back to me when the Count leaves. I'll tell you everything I managed to find out, and maybe even show you something. Alright guys, well that's going to be next time. For now, thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Peace! Hey, I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, make sure to hit that like button. If you've got anything to say, go to the comments below, and if you haven't yet, hit that subscription button and the bell. If you want to see more, check out this video down here. Thank you so much for watching. Peace!